Hello, Gemini, and welcome to Indigo Rising Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you're having a great day. This will be your weekly reading for the week of December 21st through the 27th. And during that time, we will have a waxing crescent moon, which is a good time for heightened senses, good time to get to work on those things, excuse me, that we've just started during the new moon and just kind of put those things into place. We then, of course, have Christmas on the 25th, so Merry Christmas to you. We also have the first quarter moon that comes in on the 27th, and that can be a time when you might feel impulsive and patient. Maybe your mind's a little active. So, sometimes people can feel a little frustrated if you're doing things, but if it's a holiday week, maybe that's okay to relax a little bit on that day. So please keep those moon energies in mind as we move through the week. This will be an intuitive general reading for energies that you may or may not encounter, Gemini. So, as always, please take what resonates today and leave what doesn't on the table for someone else. And your overall message for this reading: don't let your past hold you back. And since it is Christmas week, we're just going to do some very, very quick readings because, I, like you, very busy trying to get things done for the holidays. Solstice is also on the 21st. So if you celebrate that, it's a great time to get outside. We do a big bonfire and it's really a lot of fun to get out and kind of look at the stars if the skies are nice and clear for that night. So, all right, let's get right into this reading though. December 21st through the 27th. Let me grab a little sip of coffee to get that frog out of my throat today. All right, Gemini, 21st through 27th. Don't let your past hold you back. Your present energy, 5 of Cups. So, this holiday season, maybe you're feeling a little bit down. You might be, I know for a lot of us, it's like remembering those that have already gone. I know my parents are gone, and I do think about them this time of year and miss them. So, if that's something that you go through, just know that you are not alone. That is something that we all feel. We think about friends and family that we do miss this time of year. And so a big hug to you if that's something that you're thinking about. Your current situation is the 8 of Wands. I'm sorry, 8 of Swords, which is about thinking yourself out of a situation. And if it is something from your past, don't let that hold you back and just know that you can think your way out of it. And I'm sure you'll be just fine. So, don't let yourself get caught up in those, kind of feeling down emotions. Let the season and just the bright lights and things that are twinkling and your friends and family around you help to lift you up. And if you need to let someone know that you're feeling down, please make sure, don't hesitate to do that. At the root of your situation is kind of feeling like you against the world with the 7 of Wands. So, little adversity for you this week, which I hate. I don't like that. So hopefully this is going to look up for you a little bit. But, if you're kind of ruminating or thinking about something in your past, again, just try to find those ways to, if you can alchemize that and work on it a little bit this week. If not, just maybe just try to look on the bright side of things. What is that? Monty Python, always look on the bright side of life. I can't sing this morning, but you know what I'm saying. In your recent past, some judgment. So this is judgment either by you towards you or by you towards someone else, judgment of yourself or judgment of others. And that judgment is about awareness and just becoming aware of something, and you do kind of make a decision about something. But it looks like there's been something in your past and maybe it's still on your mind. Don't let it hold you back. Whatever judgment you're making or whatever judgment you're feeling, try to let that go and be a little bit lighter this week. What is on your mind this week is the 6 of Swords. So you're definitely thinking about moving into your future with calmer waters. And, I've seen that card already a couple of times this week in the readings. And it's that time of year where you're kind of doing that evaluation of things gone past in the past year and thinking about how you want to move forward next year, what things you might want to change, so that's always kind of on all of our minds. But again, don't try to work so hard mentally this week, and let's just enjoy the season. What is just ahead of you this week is the King of Pentacles. So here you are, with all of that stress, let's let it go again and get into that, the knowledge of the material, that you know that you have the power to make things happen when it comes to the material world. You just know how things work, and not only for yourself but also for the people around you. So, this could be you feeling some of that stress of the people around you. I know if you're a parent and you have young adult kids, I know that we do feel that stress. The stress that the world is definitely different than when we were their age, and we kind of feel that, and are very, very empathetic towards that. So, make sure that you are being sensitive to that with your friends and family this week as well. And your advice position is the Ace of Cups. So again, let your heart overflow. Let that joy come out. Really enjoy the season. Enjoy the people that you're spending time with this week. And even though life is stressful, we do all get to kind of stop for a day this week on Christmas and just enjoy each other. So make sure that you're taking the time to do that. What is beyond your control this week is the Two of Wands, which I think I've seen now in every single reading. Again, this is us thinking about the future, moving towards the future in thought, but also with kind of passions, and wondering, do I want to stay where I am this year, or is it time for me to reach out and go a little bit bigger? Do I want to make changes in my life that I can feel the effects of by this time next year? So something to think about for sure. What is your secret desire, or what you're trying to avoid is feeling that broken heart. And I completely understand that. I'm sure you are trying to avoid that. So whatever it is, again, if you've had a loss this year, a big hug out to you, because that's hard, and it's hard to go through those first holidays sometimes with a loss that you're looking at, and I can feel that. We've all been there, and again, reach out to someone and relate to them, because it's something that we all have felt. In your outcome position is coming together here in partnership and friendship, and I'm sure with friends and family. And again, maybe it's that one person that you can reach out to. Maybe it's your spouse, maybe it's a friend of yours, or one of your children, somebody that you're close with, and just let them know, hey, this is how I'm feeling this right now, and give them a hug and let them be there for you. Also, I want you to look up angel number 22 and see if that has any bearing on your week this week, and see if that can be of any help to you. Let's see what is hidden from you this week is the Knight of Wands. So, not much action on the passion front this week. I feel like things are kind of status quo. And for some of you, you may just be trying to get through work. Some people get to be off on the holidays, but that's not everybody. And maybe you're just trying to get through that so that you can get to some of this open heartedness and sharing with friends and family that comes along with those twos. So keep that in mind, Gemini, as you move through the week. We're going to get you a final message here from the Soul Oracle deck. I know I'm kind of going through the readings very quickly. I just wanted to make sure I put something out there this week as a Christmas gift to you. All right, final message for Gemini. Have faith. Have faith. Have faith that this all works out, even if you've got these feelings kind of going on in your head. Again, we've all been there, and have faith that it does get better. And just have faith in general. and how the plan of the universe, it's there for a reason, right? All right, let's get a self-care wisdom card for Gemini. What does Gemini need to do in the way of self-care this week? Authenticity is the card that comes out for you. Live life for you, not the audience in your head. So make sure that you are living life for you. Yeah, if there's a lot of things that you're feeling, especially if this judgment has been something that's coming in, or again, if you're just feeling a little bit sad, make sure that you're living life for you. I don't think that should be too hard for you to do. Just again, open up your heart, look up that angel number 22 and see if that can't be of some help to you this week. And again, big internet hugs to you. If you're kind of feeling that loss of someone this year during the holiday season, we've all been there. Just make sure you do communicate that to someone, and let them in, because it's something that we can all relate to. So, Gemini, big hugs to you. Merry Christmas. I do hope that you have a most wonderful Christmas time. Thank you so much for being here, and we'll see you next week. Bye bye.